All right, guys, let's talk about disguises for your crewmate because, your goal is to not be sus and you want to make sure that your guy stays in the game. So, as you kind of develop your project, I want you to think about what you're going to do for your disguises for your final project. So I'm using my sketchbook, and I also drew 2 more at the bottom to kind of play with here and show you. But you want to think about your theme. Do you hate Among Us and you don't really play it, but you play other video games? So maybe you want to do a Fortnite or a Minecraft or a Mario Brothers themed Among Us crewmates. That's totally fine. They just still got to be crewmates. So even though you might not play Among Us, you can, bring in your elements from the video games you do like to play. Let's say you don't play video games at all. You've never played Among Us like me. You could have fun with it. Do you love Disney? You could make them Disney Among Us. You could give, the crewmate some mouse ears. And you could give him some Mickey pants. Right? And you could have some fun with it. So, this would be red down here. And this would be black. You'd color in those ears and make them stand out. You could turn it into Minnie Mouse too. You could make you could overlay a skirt on instead. You could add a bow up here. There's lots you can do with our favorites, Mickey and Minnie and other classic Disney characters. Okay, let's say you want to go generic. You don't really want to make them a real life character. Well, then you could, do hats, and so I'm doing a party hat over here. You could then, let's see, what else could you add besides a party hat? You could play with the backpack, and you could design the backpack a little bit. And you could still give this guy some pants if you want to. And maybe he's got, jeans on. Oops, button would be on that side. And then you could give him a waistband and belt loops. So, this could turn into country western guy, and he could have boots on. So you could have boots onto your character. I know that's silly, but you totally could. And there could be spurs. So you could easily make this country western Among Us crewmate with a party hat. I don't know, I'm just combining things at this point. Let's see. The thing I think about minions. So you could totally add suspenders to the side and give him, make him yellow on top. You could totally make a minion there. You could go with something completely abstract. And you could take your character and you could turn him into a flame. So maybe you draw fire-like shapes. And maybe he's on fire. So those would be different colors. You could do a plant-based. You could have him melt and be sort of droopy and have textures on top of him. So have fun with it. Think about what you want to do and play with your sketchbook today and really come up with some designs. You want to have a theme and an idea in place before we go and make our final composition on good paper. All right, guys, have fun designing. I hope you enjoy making your disguises.